I almost talked myself into boredom, but I know boredom isn't real, it's just a mental thing. So I'm going to be painting through the stillness today. Let's go. So today is actually a gloomy day, and I feel like that's why I'm very neutral right now. I wouldn't say I'm happy or sad, I'm just like neutral. And this neutral feeling, for a lot of people, we believe that's boredom. We don't like to sit with this neutralness and calmness within us, because then that means we have to sit with ourselves. We will have to sit with our thoughts. Running away from it is the complete opposite of what you actually want to do. You want to sit with this and allow it to come, because it's honestly a beautiful thing. But today I really want to ground myself into the stillness, because usually this stillness brings people, and me included, to scroll on our phones or play video games or watch our favorite shows, do everything but sit with ourselves. So today I'm going to be painting through this stillness by still being present and allowing my creativity to be a spiritual practice. So this is my practice canvas. I'm going to be painting over this and repainting it and whatever I come up with. I have no idea what I'm gonna create yet, but I know I want it to represent stillness. And I feel like stillness is like, has to be blue, right? Or green, because like trees are still and they're green and brown. So I gotta come up with an idea. It'll come to me. So let's chat a little bit while we paint. Since we're on the topic of like boredom and stillness, I wanted to dive deeper into that, because I feel like we all have those moments where we just feel so bored, where our thoughts start to just wander and we feel so dissatisfied in the present, and we just hurry up and want to like escape from reality. And I'm not saying that to say that you shouldn't, because I love a good TV show, but sometimes we talk ourselves out of creating because we feel this boredom. Like today, I was sitting down and I felt like this neutral calmness over me. And I knew that today I wanted to make a video. I planned this out for the whole week. I was like, this weekend, I'm going to sit down and film a video. I don't know what video I'm gonna film yet, because I usually kind of wing it, right? And when it came the day of me wanting to record the video, it just looked so gloomy outside, and I was just so neutral. And this neutralness, almost like boredom, almost took over. I almost allowed my thoughts to be like, I'm bored. And that boredom would have led me to like, well, I'll just go watch TV and watch my favorite shows to get out of this boredom, and maybe like film a video later, because I don't really feel like painting because I'm bored. Does that make sense? I don't feel like painting because I'm bored. Boredom isn't real, in the sense that our minds make up this idea of boredom because we don't want to sit with the stillness. We don't want to sit in the present of discomfort or dissatisfaction. So we tell ourselves, oh, I'm bored. I need to do something now to escape from this boredom and escape from this current reality that I'm experiencing. But a lot of times the escaping isn't a spiritual practice, isn't something that's gonna dive you deeper within. All of the escaping mechanisms are usually like scrolling on our phones or playing video games or doing something to detach us from ourselves and put our mindset into a completely new reality that isn't our current state, that isn't our current present. And when you feel this stillness, sometimes you have to sit with that by not just sitting and being still, and just like, when I say stillness, I don't just mean like sitting there like, you know, which, you know, you could do that too, like a meditative form. But as creatives, creating is a perfect like opportunity when you feel that stillness take over, because you're neutral right now. So that means you don't have like harsh emotions coming over you to dictate anything. Like your neutralness can create anything in that moment when you think about it, because neutrality is actually the key to manifesting your desires and manifesting your reality. Because when you're neutral, you're in control of your emotions. So you're not feeling anger or resentment or fear or desperation. So it's easy to get in a positive mindset through neutrality. It's easy to start to immediately think of like everything you're grateful, and then boom, like you're manifesting. You're manifesting your reality. You're changing your thoughts into something positive. And not only is it just about manifesting, but sometimes it's important for us to dive deeper in knowing ourselves, knowing our true selves, and sitting with our thoughts to see what still lingers inside of us that we still need to work on. And neutralness, boredom, brings that to you. It allows you to sit with yourself whenever you have those what am I trying to say? It allows you to sit with yourself. So whenever you have those boredom moments, sit with yourself and you start to have thoughts come up, and allow those thoughts to seep in and see what they're saying. See how you feel when those thoughts arise. Like, did your emotions change when the thought came? Or did the emotion come first, then the thought? What's causing the two? Okay, while that is drying, I wanted to talk about the importance of stillness a little bit more, because I feel like when I'm doing a task and talking at the same time, I miss key points. But instead of turning your stillness into boredom and dullness to where you have to escape into other things like scrolling on your phone and video games, you really need to sit with that stillness, because stillness is a power. Stillness creates less stress within you when you're present and whole and okay with being alone and by yourself with nothing to do. Stillness creates a clarity of mind, and clarity of mind increases your creativity. And what more do you want than as a creative than to increase your creativity? And we already know that stillness improves your sleep. That's why it's recommended an hour before bed to unwind with reading a book instead of scrolling on your phone or watching TV. Stillness allows you to become more self-aware, allowing you to hear your intuition. Many times we're just moving through our day that our intuition speaks to us and we never give it a second thought because we don't know the difference between a thought and intuition. Not only does stillness increase self-awareness, but it also increases awareness in general. Awareness around you, the things, the objects, the people that you see. So instead of feeling that boredom, sit with yourself. Allow those thoughts to come and be judgment-free with them. Be okay with being bored, because when you start to enjoy the boredom, when you start to enjoy that stillness, you'll be unstoppable. That's when you start to love all of you. You start to see you as whole, and you're okay with being alone within yourself. And being okay within yourself allows you to be okay outside of yourself. Now you have no worries and no doubts about who you are. You have no worries or doubts about the things that you create and the things that you hold dear to you. You're okay with sharing those things with the world and not seeking external validation because you have validated yourself wholly. But I'm gonna go eat because it is lunchtime and I am not gonna be a starving artist, and I'll come back and start painting. out of blue paint, so I can't finish it. You can tell from me struggling at the bottom to try to like stretch the last bit I had left. But I'm liking the way it's coming out. It's not detailed yet. I'm still working on like straightening the lines up and adding highlight and just making it look more seamless. But I'm liking the way it's coming out so far. So once I pick up more blue paint, I'll probably finish that, maybe off camera. But I am so glad that I decided to sit in my stillness with you guys today. I would love to know in the comments ways that you embrace your stillness, whether it's through painting or writing, crocheting, or singing. And for those of you who are new, my name is Elle. I am a creative and a spiritual coach for creatives. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe if you are not already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.